celebrating Sonic's birthday. Happy birthday, Sonic.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
If you're watching out there. And as well as that, we're here to sort of let everyone know yet again how the Dimensions lineup's getting bigger with the new toys that are coming out in the second wave. We kind of talked about the first wave from September.
Sure.
But the November wave of toys, which we're showing here, including Sonic and his car, E.T. and everything else. But we were showing some new stuff as well that we haven't shown. Everyone was so excited that obviously the Land of Ooo and Adventure Time's in the game, and so we're here with Finn with all these different mechanics, all these different swords.
Yeah. Also, there've been a handful of Adventure Time games over the past couple of years. They've all some of them have been all right, some of them not so much. But I feel like the Lego model of gameplay is perfect for Adventure Time, and perfect for the suite of characters, and perfect for sort of the whimsy of the world and their different powers.
Yeah, and Jimmy, who's my co-game director, and the team that are on Adventure Time have kind of nailed everything. If you know about Adventure Time, then you're going to get to play Finn and Jake and a whole host of other characters. And it's this we'll put Lumpy on in a minute as well. She just sits around singing and
I mean that's what she does.
Stuff.
Yeah, she's a diva. Oh, there she is.
This is actually doubly great for Adventure Time fans, or pretty much fans of any of the licenses that you're pulling in, because you're not only getting new toys, but you're also getting a new game out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Adventure Time, you get a huge level. So obviously here you're in Jake and Finn's treehouse that everyone will kind of know. But you get to go across the whole Land of Ooo. You've got an adventure world to explore. There's a couple of these new battle arenas, the 4-player co-op things we talked about. But as well, you're here. You've got Jake the dog. But one of the coolest things he does is all these weird, crazy transforms you'll know from the show.
I love this.
And so, you can turn him into like a trampoline.
Terrified.
I thought that was a table. I'm like, are they going to eat on their friend?
But it also allows all different gameplay, ways of playing the gameplay because of these different things in there. Some of the transforms are awesome. So you've got this one here, and then you can effectively jump inside. And if you look in the little window, you can just see there's Finn inside.
Is that comfortable for him? That looks terrifying.
No, I mean I'm a huge Adventure Time fan, but I always get mildly uncomfortable when Finn jumps inside of his dog and wears him as oh god.
Yeah, it can't be right, can it really?
It's like getting in a Transformer almost.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole appeal of Adventure Time though, is it's one of those things where kids can watch it and be like, oh, this is cute and awesome, and then an adult watches them like, all right, this is kind of messed up.
Which I think pairs perfectly with the Lego games in general, right? I mean, you can go in, and I'm one of those people that 100%s every Lego game. I'm working on Force Awakens right now. It's just my thing. I beat Jurassic World, just went in there, got everything. And that's why I really appreciate what you're able to do with this game, because it's actually giving you guys the ability to flex in numerous different art styles that you wouldn't normally see. I wouldn't say that all of the Lego games sort of have a uniform art style, but they're pretty much immediately identifiable.
Yeah.
You look at something like this and you're like, wait, it is a Lego game.
Yeah.
It takes a second.
Yeah, and then that's the great thing about Dimensions. Each kind of a brand or franchise you go to has a completely distinct feel to it. So, in here in Adventure Time, if we drop Sonic in, then Sonic is kind of cell-shaded, whereas if he's in, E.T.'s Adventure World, he's kind of real life looking.
Yeah, everyone sort of adapts to their surroundings.
Yeah, absolutely. But Sonic is just so cool in this game because the guys have spent time just analysing all the Sonic games, getting the movement right, getting the feel of him completely right. And again, with the toys, you've got Sonic's car, you've got the Tails playing.
Which I've still never understood, by the way. He has legs.
See, look at him right here. Look how fast he is.
That's it. You've got to go fast. So get a car and you'll go faster. But it's really cool playing as
So, what sort of market research did you guys do to figure out that 80s babies are the ones with the most expendable income? Because you are specifically targeting us with this wave. You've got the A-Team, you've got Gremlins, you've got Goonies, you've got Sonic, you've got E.T. I mean, this is not a 10-year-old kid doesn't really know a lot of these properties, but you're specifically going after us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and I'm that era. I'm 75, so
Years old?
We know. So good. It's the moisturizer. So I'm in my 40s now, but I grew up watching A-Team.
Yeah.
Goonies is my favorite movie ever. Beetlejuice I love. Gremlins, E.T. You can't not love these franchises. So you've got things that are going to appeal to the wider audience, like Adventure Time and Sonic, and then kind of niche things. Mm-hmm. So what's going to be cooler than sort of, as a dad, playing Goonies with your kid and sort of kind of reliving that movie, but in Lego form? And Dimensions is for everyone.
Yeah.
And we know from doing kind of a research that there is no core demographic. It's everyone.
Which I really appreciate because you're actually, if you look at something like Gremlins, not really the kid-friendliest movie. I mean, pretty violent, right?
I mean, a lot of those 80s movies were like, hey, this is for kids, but also it's probably should be rated R.
It's the 80s, so it's fine. You know,
Ratings in general back then were like, whatever.
Look at that! Look at the Sonic! Oh, that was really cool. Sorry, I got distracted.
So you got this little gizmo now.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Gizmo, all the things you kind of identify. You know, when he targets, he does the little Rambo thing,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
What if he falls in water? Does it just get horrible?
Well, it is one of those things that's still being worked on. But yeah, when he falls in water, we're going to have some kind of furball incident will occur.
I don't know if I'm prepared to see that in such an adorable art style. That's like, it's a heart-wrenching moment to see those gremlins pop out of his back.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain pleasure thing. You know, you never know whether he's really enjoying it or
And
not.
like, I mean, similarly with E.T., right? That movie gets into some sort of dark themes by the end. There's government testing. He looks very sickly by that river. Like, I try not to think about that a lot.
But yeah, that, you know, as a minifigure, it's just, E.T. is just so good. And yeah, you know, he's going to have obviously everyone remembers in the movie when kind of gets dressed up as like Mrs. E.T., I think, or whatever you'd call him. So again, that'll be his kind of disguise mechanic. Elliot kind of cycles in on the bike. You know, bang, there you go, you're now Mrs. E.T.
Even give him a little trail of like orange and yellow mini studs and be like, oh, the Reese's Pieces.
That's a whole different type of branding. So do any of these levels come with their own open world, sort of like the Springfield pack and the Wizard of Oz?
Every single one of these packs comes with an adventure world. So obviously the thing for the Adventure Time is we've got a level pack. We then have a Marceline fun pack, and we've also got the Lumpy Space Princess fun pack. So any of those will give you access to that adventure world. But they all come, and that's the thing. Year 2, every pack's got an adventure world and a unique battle arena. So it's so cool that you're going to get kind of more content per pack. We're really trying to kind of build on it and make sure people really get value for money with these toys.
Yeah, what I really appreciate about this is the sort of toy box approach that you guys have. I mean, I remember being a kid and just opening up my box of toys and just being like, oh, today Batman is fighting a G.I. Joe, and you know, here's Wonder Woman. And I mean, you've got a Gremlin and you've got E.T., which I feel like historically wouldn't get along canonically in any films.
Yeah.
Gremlins don't usually get along with anybody.
No.
No, yeah, but they can all live happily together. You know, you can then throw Mr. T into the mix. Have
One does, yeah.
You can have Sonic driving around in the A-Team van. Lego Dimensions really doesn't have rules. It is that Toys Life game where any of these toys work with anything. The limit is you've got 7 places on your portal to stick
Well,
these
in
things.
the 80s, these characters usually got together to be like, hey kids, you know, don't get in
smoke.
trouble, don't smoke, don't drink. And here they're like, yeah, just let's wreck this guy's house and eat a sandwich.
But don't give Gizmo a sandwich.
No.
'cause,
Well, that depends on the time of day.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the cool thing is these toys are coming, and we haven't even shown the Fantastic Beasts story pack, which that's a whole movie experience. You know, this kind of November sort of offering for Dimensions kind of builds on that September one, and there's so many cool packs.
Now, Arthur, when can us 80s babies and everyone else of all walks of life begin to throw our tiny little wallets at you?
Well, September you can start throwing wallets at us, and then in November we'll still be catching because we've got Wave 1 and Wave 2. But the cool thing is, all you need to be able to play all of this cool stuff for Year 2 is the starter pack from Year 1.
awesome.
So it doesn't need a new starter pack. Just buy that starter pack, and if you haven't, go and grab one now. This is the time to play Lego Dimensions.